You're watching Not Living TV, the home of deadly humor.
Welcome to Merrick Alora's Ghost Towns. I'm Simon Greening, and yes, it is the same shirt. We filmed episodes 1 and episode 2 on exactly the same day. Tonight, Blackpool, a town steeped in history and famous for cheap souvenirs that break a week after you get them home. Now, personally, I'm not familiar with any such items. I only shop in the expensive shops. I'd never be seen dead buying tat, and in fact, if I actually did go out into Blackpool, I'd probably get mobbed, so I'd have to send my personal assistant anyway. Anyway, Blackpool, famous for its deep, dark history, apparitions of dead donkeys on the beach that have long since left this plane, ghostly visions of a woman waiting at a tram stop, and that's just what I found on the internet. Will Merrick finally rise and shine in tonight's episode? I don't know, don't ask me.
You could have told me we were filming. I've brought the Ghost Towns team to Blackpool because I've been told that Blackpool has a lot of spooks and spirits in the local pubs and clubs. So I'll be expecting a great investigation here today while we're visiting the old town of Blackpool. And it's a great time to be alive because I've also been informed that Blackpool Rock is only 50p. So you might as well stock up while you can. Okay, what was that, Peter? Peter likes a good bit of rock, so I'll be getting a load for him and a load for me. So another good reason to be here today. So, I bet you're wondering why I've brought you here to Blackpool.
Because the budget's running very low and you've got to be home by 5 o'clock because you've double booked yourself.
Well, yeah, there's that. However, Blackpool is renowned for having spiritual floating energies and all that sort.
Can I just stop you there, Merrick? Did you just say a floating energy?
I did indeed.
Well, can I just ask, what is a floating energy?
Well, in simple terms, Leslie, a floating energy is an energy that floats.
As opposed to the energies that are constantly drowning themselves in the afterlife.
Well, you know, I've stated twice now on national television that you can't die twice, James. So, there you go.
Yeah, you've also stated you can talk to the devil.
Who I choose to talk to in my own time is no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
Guys, please can we cut it out? I've run out of paracetamol and I really can't be bothered getting my second packet of the day. In fact, they're starting to make me hallucinate. I'm looking over there and I can see a man dressed as a giant hot dog and he's squirting his sauce at everyone.
Yeah, no, that's
happening.
That's actually happening.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, Merrick, are you picking up on anything? Because Blackpool has actually seen a lot over the years, not to mention what goes on Saturday night.
You're telling me. My sister came here once for the hen do, and she told me she was intoxicated with spirit that night. So I'm assuming we're going to be witnessing quite a lot of energy here.
A few comments from Merrick today has given me a reason to doubt him. I've worked with him for a while now, and it's sad to say I think I'm losing faith in his ability. I mean, I've met Merrick's sister, and I didn't think nuns were allowed to drink, let alone go on hen do's. So Merrick, are you actually picking up on anything right now?
I actually am being inundated as you speak with spiritual energy. And hello, sir. There is a gentleman standing right here in front of us as we speak. Okay, James, come on. This ain't a first date. Calm down. Hello there, sir. How are we?
Can you ask Peter for a name?
Okay, God bless. Okay, thank you. Can we get a name? What Peter's telling me is that we're going to have to work for it. This gentleman is a little bit hard to communicate with. So we're going to have to do some investigation, okay? Hello there, sir. Are you friend or foe? Okay, this gentleman is kind of dressed like one of the kings of the wild frontier.
Ah, so some kind of Prince Charming.
Wonderful.
Can we ask Peter what he wants?
Okay, God bless. Okay, can we find out? Well, from what I can see, this gentleman who is standing here in would say black clothing, he's got a cloak, he's got a hat, and it's from head to toe. His manners and his physique and his bravest of the brave attitude is indicating to me that he is a highwayman. What was that, sir? He is the dandy highwayman, is what he's saying. Thank you. God bless. He's the dandy highwayman. But okay, thank you. Peter's just told me that this gentleman is coming across as a well-to-do guy, a very high-class guy, when in actual fact, he's not. Peter's saying looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving.
Sounds a lot like you, Merrick. Sure you're not looking at a reflection in the sea?
No.
But what does he want?
Well, he's telling me, okay, to stand and deliver. He's trying to rob us right now in the afterlife. Well, that is a very clever spirit. Okay, and what was that, sir? He's now telling me that I need to strip. Well, you know, it's a nice day for it, why not?
Oh, well, avert your eyes, everybody. Merrick, what are you doing? Stop.
Oh, look,
Stop.
there's a horse now.
Right, so as you can't give us a name for the dandy highwayman, can you at least try and give us a name for the horse, even if you're clutching at straws?
Ah, I see what he did there, clutching the straws. I like this guy. He's finally getting into the spirit of things. You took your time. Well, okay, let's see what we can do. Okay, God bless. Thank you, Peter. What Peter's telling me is that this horse is called Dirk. Okay, okay. And now he's telling me that Dirk wears white socks. There you go. Dirk, white socks.
Unbelievable.
How good's that? Hey, where you going? It's not lunchtime, yeah?
After witnessing Merrick and his wonderful story about Dirk and the dandy highwayman, it's very oddly made me reminisce back to my childhood. For some reason I felt a strange connection to the 80s. It's no doubt something like that can take you back.
Merrick's findings have made me question Adam Ant's musical career. I'm not entirely sure how he could have stolen Merrick's work, but I suspect foul play for sure. It's just figuring out how Adam got his hands on the information. Once we have that, we've cracked it.
So, I bet you're wondering why I brought you to the ghost train in Blackpool.
Go on then.
Inside, there are genuine phenomillies, and I can prove that we will see some ghosts here today.
Sorry, let me get this right. You brought us to a ghost train to prove the existence of ghosts?
I have indeed.
This is unbelievable.
Give him chance, you never know, something may happen.
Seriously?
Give me chance. Shall we go up and have a go? Straight on, yeah. Cool. Good stuff.
Right.
Ooh.
Move over. I can't believe we're actually doing this. This is a joke.
Wish us luck. You will be very surprised once we've finished.
Oh no, I'm getting scared already.
Why are you getting scared?
Because it's dark.
Behave yourself. Oh look, it's a spider.
Oh no! Oh no!
Look, it's made out of plastic. Stop it.
I know, but it's got sharp edges. Oh no! I don't like this, James.
Oh, I think I can hear him coming now.
That was not Boss! That was not Boss!
Merrick, are you okay?
No, I want me mum, and I want me mum now.
Oh,
Now.
Okay, I'll just, yeah.
Stop filming now.
At first, I thought Merrick was being attacked by some crazy person. All we could hear from outside was high-pitched squeals. Not sure if that was the attacker or Merrick. My money's on Merrick.
All I'm going to say is that ride is pure evil and should be taken down. The remains should be burned and sent into outer space where no one can get hurt again. Either that or send a demonologist in to exorcise the place, because whatever's in there is unnatural.
I thought it was a great experiment for Merrick. I'm not sure what he experienced on the ghost train, but sure did raise my spirits. Right then, let's have it, Merrick. What are you picking up from this area?
Well, first of all, what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling is right here, I can see a huge amount of everyday people coming out to see what I can see coming down the road is a parade of people.
So like a street party?
Like, not so much a street party, but people are excited. And what I'm sensing and what I can feel is that it's more of an entertainment parade.
Like a circus?
Do you know what? That is exactly right, James. What we are getting right here is a touring circus.
Yes, you see, Blackpool would have seen many touring circuses passing through here. There's the sea, there's the beach, there's all the amusements, all the entertainment, so it would be an ideal place to stop for a few nights.
Yeah, and also what I'm sensing is I can see carts coming down the road and they're being pulled by horses. Not like that flamboyant boy over there. Oh no, what I'm sensing, what I'm feeling is that they would have been wooden cages and they'd have had livestock in them.
Wasn't that a concert in America?
What? No.
No, that's Woodstock you're thinking of, dear.
Woodstock, yeah. Different thing, hippies. Yeah. And what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing is these people, they haven't seen this before. They haven't seen this before.
Yes, of course. You see, the families that you were speaking of wouldn't have been able to afford to go to the zoo or to the theatre, so coming out onto the streets to see the circus passing through would have been the peak of entertainment for them.
And I can see very vividly as we come across here now is there are cages and, like I said, these wagons pulling livestock. One of them says the Warwickshire bear on it. The other one says the goat with a headache. Don't know how that works, but it's, it's there.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I'm certain I've heard these names before, Merrick.
You probably have, because they're in loads of history books about the past of Blackpool. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in my history books. I mean, I'm not 100%, but
There you go. So, and oh, hello. We have ourselves an escapee. Hello there. Come on, don't touch it. You don't. What is it with you and touching things? You don't even know what that is, yeah?
Well, what is it, Merrick?
Well, what I can tell you, and what I can tell these lovely people here, hello there, is that basically this is an ape who has escaped. An ape that has escaped from the zoo, the touring zoo. And okay, you won't believe this. He wants to only come inside and have his little word of yous all. How good's that?
Fantastic. Can you take him inside, Merrick?
I think we can give it a go, yeah, just go for it, yeah. Okay, send him in, Peter. Okay, God bless.
Are you okay, Merrick?
Oh. Have you ever heard the phrase, rip me a new one?
Yes, I have.
It's like that.
Is this really happening?
Just bear with us. Merrick, are you okay? Merrick? Oh, Ape. Oh, hello there. Have you got a message for us? Is there anything you want to tell us?
Leslie.
Yes?
If he was an ape when he was on the Earth, the last thing he's going to do when he goes to the afterlife is learn the English language.
Yes, you're very right there, of course, silly mate. You see, apes originated from Africa, and of course he would have spoken African, I suppose. Do you know anyone who speaks any African? Merrick? Merrick, what are you... Merrick, are you okay? No, Merrick. Merrick! Merrick! Merrick, the tram!
As you're aware, Leslie, Merrick has shown no signs of improvement. He's been in here now for over 2 months. If things don't start improving soon, we're going to need to start discussing other alternatives. Since the accident, Merrick's been through a lot. His body's taken a big hit. All the reports are showing signs of great stress. And yet, here he is, still fighting. He's refusing to give up. In all the years that I've been a doctor, I've never seen anyone with so much determination to carry on. It's quite admiring, really. It's as if he's waiting for something. For all we know, he could be creating his own little world in his head right now.
Well, is there anything more that can be done?
Have you tried reading them books, like I suggested? They can help stimulate a reaction.
Well, I read him a few of my stories that I wrote a few years ago. I read him my favourite, the one about the ghost with the headache, and I read him one about witches, and then I read him one about this guy who loses his soul to the devil in a game of cards. I know, it's a bit morbid, but I used to be a goth back in the day. Don't judge, we all have a past, come on.
Interesting. So, has there been a reaction to any of these?
No, not at all. In fact, I don't think he's hearing anything we're saying.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. When people go into a semi-coma state, their minds can do crazy things. I've known people make full recoveries and they remember everything that they were thinking about during the time. Who knows? That's what could be happening with Merrick. For example, a few weeks ago, a nurse heard Merrick mumbling. She couldn't understand exactly what he was saying, but she heard names, Annette and Simon, and he kept repeating them. Does he know anyone with these names?
Well, Merrick used to have a friend called Simon, but I don't know anyone with the name Annette. He's never mentioned it. Maybe she was a relative or something?
Well, Leslie, I'm sure it'll all make sense in the end. But we can't avoid the fact that we need to go down other roads if this persists.
It's not fair to see him trapped there inside his own head. I mean, not being able to communicate with the real world.
Well, I can assure you Merrick is really comfortable. But the only person that can get him out of this semi-coma state is himself. And whatever it is that's keeping him here has got a tight grip on him.
He's never been happy with the fact that he's not amounted to much. I mean, he's never been able to even hold down a full-time job. I mean, I'm starting to think that he's maybe drove his car off the road for a reason.
You can't start thinking things like that. Especially when he's not here to give his side of the story.
Or maybe it's the fact that I told him I was going to finish with him at New Year. God, what a way to start 2016.
Listen, take some time and think about Merrick's future. You're his next of kin. It's in your hands.
Thank you, Doctor.
Please, call me Peter.
Leslie, Merrick has got a visitor. Can I send them in?
Yeah, that's fine. Just send him in.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, you're famous now, Merrick. Got everyone wanting to see you.
Hi, hon. You must be Leslie. I'm Richard. Richard Feelit.
Oh, hi. You're Merrick's uncle, aren't you? He's told me a lot about you. You know, when he wasn't in a coma.
I bet you he has. It's hard to shut him up. How did you two meet?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
We've got plenty of time. It doesn't look like we're going anywhere anytime soon, does it?
You got a point there. Well, we met in a pub, and I was kind of due to get married at the time. And in walks Merrick with this ridiculous shirt on and these awful shoes. You know what he's like.
Mm-hmm.
And he strolls over to me and he says to me, I can read your future.
Yeah.
And he told me that I was going to fall madly in love with him. And do you know what? I did. So I broke off my engagement, moved in with him. 6 months down the line, here we are.
Any regrets?
I've had a few.
I'd reckon not too many to mention.
Farting in the bed was one of them.
You get a bit uptight about things like that. It's not worth remembering in the long term. Who was it did the farting? Smelly sod, I should have guessed.
And now I come here to the hospital every night after work and stare at the man that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with.
There really isn't any point in taking this too much to heart. What you've got to do is look at the positives and carry on forward.
I know. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Merrick's been heard to be saying a few names, like shouting them out. Simon and Annette. Now, I know we used to have a friend called Simon, but I don't know who this Annette is. Any idea?
Yeah, I know. Annette. Yeah, in fact, two of them. I always got the two confused, and I'm not so sure whether he did as well.
Yeah. That makes a bit more sense now. You know, I've got a decision now. To keep him alive in the hope that he wakes up from his coma, or just let him go peacefully. He's suffered too much already. And something in my gut is telling me it's now time. And the doctor kind of did say that, you know, it was as if he was waiting around for something. What's happening? What's happening? Nurse, we need something in here, quick!
Wait outside for me, guys.
Merrick!
Wait outside.
Merrick!
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I travelled each and every motorway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was my